everyone, it's Erica here from Me To You Paper Crafts, and today I'm coming with another fun fold. I came across this fold. This is by Rhonda Wade because she showed how to make quite a large gift bag with a card that hangs on the front of the bag. So I used some of my older DSP. I'll just show you the bag. So this is the bag that I made. It's a large bag and it has this card hanger on the front. I don't know if you can see that. And then you slip a card inside the card hanger, so you don't need an envelope. Okay, so I made this up and then I thought, well, you know what? That's just a cute card on its own. I mean, it was designed with the bag because you have a leftover piece of DSP, and so, you know, you make a card for it. And I will do a video on this bag because I have found a new way of putting it together, which I think is a little bit simpler. But anyway, I wanted to show you this fun fold. And so this was my prototype. I just wanted to make another one. And so it uses a 4x12 piece of DSP. And I'll show you the products I'm using today, but this is 4x12. And then you're going to cut off 1.5 inches, and then this becomes this strip across the card. So it's kind of like a regular card, except that the DSP acts as the fold for the card, and then it's just layered on a piece of 4¼ by 5½ inch piece of cardstock. So it's kind of a regular tent fold card, but because it's a bit different, I'm calling it a fun fold. So I'm going to show you how to make this today. So I'm using the Gilded Autumn Suite. Today is a very not sunny day. We are feeling the effects of the smoke from Washington and Oregon, and I am very sorry that you're going through all of that. And the leaves are falling like crazy now. All my summer flowers are dying, and it's a bit cooler. So it's really feeling like fall out there, and so I've been wanting to use this fall suite a lot more and get some cards going so I can send them out to family and friends. But it's got some lovely, lovely things in here, and I just love all the fall colors. So I'm using this Gilded Autumn Specialty Designer Series paper, and it's called Specialty because it's got gold and copper in it. So you can see I've got gold and copper in here. And the stamp set is called Beautiful Autumn, and it's a bundle. So it's a stamp set, and it comes with 3 punches. Let me show these to you. These are just absolutely adorable. These 3 little punches here. Okay, you have an oak leaf, you have an acorn, and you have a little maple leaf. And so the beautiful thing about, very often with designer series papers by Stampin' Up, is that the designer series paper can be punched out. So you can, you know, angle your punch, trim this down a bit, and you could cut out this little copper leaf, the acorn, and the oak leaf. So that's kind of a fun thing. But we're going to stamp these today because I love the stamps that are in this set. I'm also going to incorporate the ribbon that comes with this suite too. There's this beautiful mint macaron and this gorgeous copper, which you can actually curl, and I'll show you that as well. So I've got all my stamps mounted here, and so the first thing I need to do is I'm going to pull in my trimmer just to trim off 1.5 inches from this 12-inch piece here. So I'm going to take off 1.5 inches. So I just need to come in here and let's take off 1.5 inches. So I'm lining this up at 1.5 inches on the left-hand side here. And then I'm going to just trim that off like that. Okay. So we're going to fold this in half. So the reverse side then becomes, you decide which side you want on the outside of the card. I really love this for the outside of the card. Although, now that I think about it, let me think about this for a second. This could be great for the inside of the card too, because I'm going to put the leaves on the outside. So yeah, let me decorate it differently. Let's do something different than what I originally thought I would do. So I'm just going to fold this in half. Okay, and I'm going to take my bone folder and just give it a bit of a burnish. Okay. This is my 4¼ by 5½, so it's just a 1/4 sheet of cardstock, and I'm going to put that on there like that. And then I think I'll put this strip on here like this, so you can see how I'm forming my card. And then I did want to use some of this copper layering, and it's really way too wide, so I'm going to trim that down. And it should go 4 inches wide. So let's give that a trim. So this is 4 inches wide here. First I'm going to trim it down. How wide is this? This is 2 inches, and this is 1.5. So let's go 1 3/4. Let's see how that works. Is that still too wide? Nope, that'll work. Okay, and then we've got this other little strip we could put on the inside of the card. Oh, and let's trim this down to 4 inches. Okay. Now we're going to tie some ribbon around here as well, like I did on this card. I really like the effect of that. And I'm not using an oval die this time. I'm going to use another die from another stamp set or die set called Stitch So Sweetly Dies. This is what I'm going to use. These are the dies in this set. I love this set. I'm going to use this one. I've already put it over the greeting that I'm going to use, and so I know that that's going to work. And we're going to tie some ribbon around here. All right, so the first thing I will do is stick this piece to here. Now, when you're using foil, Tombow glue will take forever and ever and a day to dry. So I'm going to use my Stamp & Seal Plus. This is our super strong tape. Let's put that on there. And try and line this up where I need to go. Okay, perfect. All right. So this can be glued down to the card base here. So make sure you orient it the right way. You're going to open it like that. This is going to be beautiful on the inside because you're going to put a piece of Very Vanilla in here for your greeting or your sentiment, and then they get to see the top of the card here, which is beautiful. So let me pull out my other Stamp & Seal. Actually, I pulled out the same, but that's okay. You can use either. The Stamp & Seal Plus is a little more expensive. That's why I try not to use it for my everyday gluing needs. But now you want a little border around here. Okay, like that. This is going to come across, and we're going to do some ribbon, but let's get these little images stamped out and get the greeting stamped out. So here is the greeting I'm using from that stamp set. It's called Life is Better with You. And that's kind of a being grateful piece. Now I need another piece of Very Vanilla. So I found a scrap of Very Vanilla. This will fit. It's a tight fit, but it will fit. And the greeting, I'm going to use Early Espresso for the greeting. And I'm going to put my silicone mat underneath my greeting because, again, I am stamping with a photopolymer stamp, and it needs a bit of cushioning to make a really nice impression. So let's make sure that this is going to fit. I'm being really stingy with my paper here. And I might put a little higher and then add a little acorn on the bottom. So let's do this. Lovely. Okay. And so I will take that and get that cut out. But in the meantime, I've got this little strip. I should be able to stamp some of these. Now I want to bring in some more colors. So the fall colors we have in our color collections, we've got crushed curry. Let me just pull that down. That's a great color, crushed curry. We have Cajun craze, which is a great color. We have pumpkin pie. It's a super color as well. And you could pull in from our new in colors, you could pull in bumblebee or cinnamon cider as well. Okay, so I'll do, let's see, let's close up my early espresso. Let's do the acorn in Cajun craze. Actually, I've got this open now. Let's do the maple leaf in this color. Now, the stamps, these are great. They come with an outline and then they come with a fill. So you can do them in black for the outline and then fill with a color, but I like to use the same color. And what I'll do with the fill is that I'll make it a lighter color by inking it up and then stamping it off. So is this paper? I don't think this scrap is big enough. Oh, my apologies. I'll be right back. My apologies, excuse me, my apologies for that, but I had to take that phone call. Okay, so yeah, let's just use as much of this scrap piece as I've got here. So this is my outline of the little maple leaf in full strength. Then I'm going to take, I need a piece of scrap paper here. And then I'm going to take the fill stamp and I'm going to ink it up, stamp it off, and then stamp it. You see? So you can still see the outline very well. Okay, so that's that color. Now let's pull in Cajun craze. I think I want Cajun craze for the oak leaf. So where's the outline for the oak leaf? Here it is. So this is the oak leaf. And there's an outline. So again, I'm going to ink it up, stamp it off, and then line it up and stamp it. Okay. And so I'm going to need another piece of paper for the acorn, I think. Let's just see what happens. So let's do this. These line up beautifully. Let's do the little maple leaf next. It's a little awkward, Erica. Shouldn't be so scringy, so scrimpy on the paper. It's kind of a challenge for me to use up every single scrap of paper. Okay, so let me go and cut this out, and then I'm going to grab some more Very Vanilla. So I'll be right back. Okay, so I've die cut this out. Look at the lovely stitching around there. Isn't that pretty? Okay, so I'm finished with that die. Here's some more paper. Okay, now the acorn has 3 stamps that coordinate with it. You have the full outline of the acorn, and I might do this in Early Espresso. So this is the full outline of the acorn. And remember, when you are stamping images that are going to be punched out, you have to remember that the punch does not reach anywhere in the paper. So I always stamp towards the bottom of my paper because then I can get it in the punch. Okay, so there's the outline. Then it has a top. So I'll also do that in early espresso, but I'm going to stamp that off. This reminds me of a little French beret. It's so cute. Okay. And then I am going to fill in the bottom of the acorn with Cajun Craze. I think that's a good color. Or you could use, you know, you could use crumb cake too. This reminds me of a jelly bean, this color. There we go. Isn't that adorable? Oh, this, I wanted to show you, this suite also comes with these adorable little acorn trinkets. Now, they're quite heavy. They're too chunky, I think, to put on a card unless you're going to give the card, you know, hand it over, or what am I saying, hand deliver it to somebody. But oh my gosh, they'll be great on any treat packages or any gift bags that you happen to make. And I want to show you, I am actually wearing the little earrings that I made. Can you see those? I have some jewelry supplies lying around in my craft stash, and so I had these little gold simple hoops, and I added the little acorn on the bottom, and I also made a little necklace. So that's what I'm actually wearing today, is my little earrings and necklace. Okay, so let's punch out this little acorn now. I keep looking up at the camera. I'm using a camcorder when I film most of my videos to make sure I've turned it on again every time I leave to do something, to make sure I'm still filming, because I've done that before where I've forgotten to turn the camera back on. All right, so those are my little elements. Let's just move all these little stamps out of the way and close up these punches. And let's see what, I don't know what I'm doing with these yet, but let's just give it a go here. All right, let's bring back in our card. So we've got our DSP on there. We trimmed 1.5 inches off, and I've mounted it on this piece of copper foil. Now you can put this anywhere you want on the card. I could even do something just a little bit different than the last one. I could put this at the top, maybe add some dimensionals, put this at the bottom. I'm going to put some ribbon around there. And then we can add these little tiny elements here. I like to kind of pre-design before I commit. Aren't those sweet? Okay, let's bring in the, I was going to use some of the green, but I don't have any of the green. This is a beautiful ribbon. It's like a basket weave ribbon. It's two-sided. It's just gorgeous, but I don't have anything else green on my card. So maybe I'll just stick with this copper ribbon with a little bow on there. Now the other thing I could do, similar to the other one, I kind of like the layout on the other one, we could do something like this. Put that right to the edge like that. Put some ribbon around towards the bottom and do a bow right here. I think I like that. Okay. Otherwise, this piece seems to just stick out in no man's land. So, let's see if I can do this. Are you still in camera? Yes. So let's tie a bow. challenge is to get your ribbon all straight. You just have to keep twisting it until it lies flat. I'll do that one more time. It still wants to twist. Oh well, we're going to put the greeting on there anyway, so I don't think it really matters. Okay. This ribbon is a little stiff, and because of that, you can curl it, which I'm going to show you. Let me just get my bow going here. There we go. Okay, let's just pull this. I don't want these to be as large. Okay, so I'm going to get that to turn like that. Let's pull it down a little bit. Okay, so let's cut this here. And I'm going to glue this on top of the card. Okay, so again, I think I'm going to just use, actually I can use Tombow for this, just so I can slide it into place. Yeah, see, I'm sliding it into place just to make sure it's nice and straight. And just hold that for a few seconds. So I think I'll put this up on dimensionals. I'm going to put one at the top and one at the bottom just so that the ribbon, so it straddles the ribbon. Now these dimensionals I got were left over from a paper pumpkin kit. So they're not exactly the same as our regular ones. But I like to use them all up. Okay, let's put this on here like that. Go almost to the edge. I want to see a little bit of that ribbon through there. Okay, and then I'm going to, I think I'll put these, no, I don't think I'm going to put these on glue dots. We'll just glue these on. Here's the little acorn here. So I'm going to use, I like to use tweezers when I'm working with little pieces here. So I'm just going to put a little bit of glue on here. And we'll put the acorn here, like so. And then we'll put, I want to sort of balance my colors out, so we'll put this oak leaf over here, like that. And then they've got this adorable little maple leaf. And let's put this one on. Now, you could get really fancy with these leaves, and you could use your sponge daubers, and you could add a little extra color on here. Not quite sure where to put this. I think I'll put it up here. All right. So that's the outside of your card. Now I want to show you how you can curl this ribbon. It's a bit short, but I'm going to give it my best go. You just use your bone folder and you can curl it. There we go. This one's already curled from the last project I did. The end of it was curled. Okay, and if you don't like them that long, you can always trim them. All right, now for the inside of the card, we need a piece of, look how beautiful that is on the inside of the card. So we're going to do a piece of Very Vanilla, which I have already cut out. Surprise, surprise. And before I put that inside, I think I'll do a few little leaves around here, shall we? So let's take the outline of the maple leaf. We'll do a few maple leaves first. And those are again in the yellow, so we'll do some full strength. I might do them right around the border, might be pretty. Let's get out my scrap paper again. Or we maybe don't have to color them in. I'm just going to do a little border around here with some different leaves, just to give it some interest. One, two, three, four, five. I like to go in uneven numbers. Okay, let's do some acorns on here as well. We'll just do the outlines, just so that video's not too long. One, two, three, 4, 5, and then we had the oak leaf. Here's the outline to the oak leaf, and we'll do that in Cajun Craze. One, two, three, 4, 4. We need one more. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's do one more. Let's do one in this upper, let's see, where have I got a space? We'll do one right here. Okay, and I would do the same thing with the envelope. I would maybe go around the whole exterior of the envelope, or you could do it on the back flap. Now I did have this extra foil left over. We could put that down here. I'm not sure that that goes now with the design that I've got here. Maybe we'll just leave it the way it is now. Okay, so let's glue this to our card, and then I think that will be it for today's card. Okay, there we go. So now that I look at this, I think I might have, because I did these beautiful elements around here, maybe I should have backed that on another piece of early espresso on the inside of the card, because I'm not sure if that clashes or not. You can let me know in the comments and let me know what you think. But there's your different kind of a card. Isn't that pretty? And it still stands up. So there you go. I'm not quite sure what you'd call this fun fold. But there you have it. So I encourage you to go and try it out. If you like what you see, you can subscribe to my YouTube channel. And the card measurements, I'm currently working on a new blog right now, so I may not be able to post a blog post with this. I'll see how I make out today. Otherwise, I'll put the measurements in the video description beneath the video. So thanks once again for watching, and we'll see you next week. Bye for now.